Hey there, imaginary friends, imaginary viewers. The storm is coming. Literally, I don't know how this stream is gonna go. I guess I'm hooked. I just decided to stream for various reasons. Plot twist. I doubt that anyone reads the community tab, but I thought I was gonna go away for a while. I guess not. We'll see. I think whenever you remember, whenever you can, communication is the key. You know, it feels bad when you go into some channel and they haven't released any content for months, for example, and you know, you're wondering what's going on. I like being transparent. Yeah, as you can see, we are in the forbidden place. And yeah, this is just gonna be some regular boring stream. Because, you know, like I said, I don't know, I mentioned it before, I don't really have nothing. I'm just gonna wing some stuff that cyberspace doesn't need to know, but you know, sometimes I check some of my streams and for some, when I said there's something in one stream, future me, but it wasn't there, and I felt bad for pointing people in the wrong direction. Check out this stream and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not gonna ask you for anything, and so that felt bad. But sometimes when I check some of my streams, I realize I totally forgot about that. I guess when I say it out loud, it's gone, and I completely forget about it, and I guess that's the point. And I guess there's some good stuff there. I mentioned two major topics I wanted to address, and one was the previous stream, and about the other one, I guess it's too complex. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that one. Probably gonna scuff it, or like that story about the channel and me personally. I do, maybe, you know, some combo of, because there's not really some structure to main structure there. I don't know, maybe I'll mention some things now. Okay, let's first get into game, find out why am I here is because, let's see, I guess not. Okay, why not? This is how it started. Okay, now let's press the arrow key, and of course no fun allowed. Game breaking. There's some very small amount of resources there. Yeah, let's stay here for a while. Can I use here? But there's no point because I'm not on the surface. Okay, let's. I hope this is not counted as self-harm. Yeah, I guess this is it. I guess I'm gonna change transmog at some point. Too lazy for it. And I guess I'm gonna just revert to that yellow one. Why are we here? Because I just decided to stream and ran out of options to go somewhere quickly. That's why. And because in a way it's a nice place. I don't want to chance it. Though I guess it would need quite some time for me to be at any real danger, but I'm not a healer. Okay, let's first... I completely forgot what I'm gonna say, but I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. If you... There are 2 garrison pets that I know of. One is gonna be here. It's some sapling or something. Let's see if I can find it on the map. When I was doing these missions, I guess it's somewhere over here that you can find it. And friendly advice, if you are showing something on the map, show the map, don't show some mini-map, and show nicely where it is. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm guessing either somewhere here that it's no, it's not there. Probably over here somewhere. In the corner, maybe somewhere tucked away. And the other guy, I'm guessing it's over here, that piglet. But for that one, you need to do a couple of quests. You decide if that's worth your time or not. So let's try to... or not. Let's first find the location where we're gonna be, and then decide what I'm gonna do next. I checked again the tweet they made, and that's one of the connections. The tweet they made recently, WoW tweet. And I talked about that stuff before, and it seems it matches. I'm gonna try to connect it all in some way. It matches because I myself had some, I still do have some family issues, and there will be more to come, I'm afraid. Let's first show the piglet. I don't know if I have it. And that's something they showed in the tweet. Piglet would be here. I forgot the name. It's I forgot the name. It's a quest giver at that location. Maybe the name will come to me, maybe not.
Shadows gather.
Maybe not the nicest of views, but never mind. That's not what this is about, though sometimes I watch some movie videos on YouTube, and some of the photography and the framing is this one scene when they go with the boat through some swamp or something. and in the corner slowly you can see some hanged people, and you know, the not really plot twist, but the change of feel is crazy. And okay, so like I said, it's pretty much, you know, sub now, we are your family now kinda tweet. You know, sure, you have your IRL problems, but nothing subbing won't solve. So I guess they are really out, you know, for the blood, going for the throat with that one. Kinda, you know, really, what do you do with that tweet? You know, you retweet it, or you like it, or what do you do? Just ignore it. Speaking of which, I also saw some video, I guess maybe that ad was recommended to me, but I really didn't check it. And long ago I stopped watching those videos, you know, he said, she said, you know, they are doing this and we are reacting, and now, you know, back and forth, just a waste of time. But it was, I guess, something about body types and stuff in games, and I guess it's Epic and some corporation, I mean soap opera for real. And I apologize for mentioning this at all, but I think Fortnite already has different types of skins, so does WoW in a way, and there are options. I don't know what the issue is, and I don't know, I mean, Epic can just implement those skins too without any issue, as long as it doesn't bother me at all, you know, as long as I have viable option for me. You do you, you know, you want that skin, why not, go ahead. I mean, like I said in my previous stream, you want to cover yourself all up and, you know, do whatever you want. Sorry about that one. Okay, never saw me standing up. One of the reasons I wanted to stream was because, but I guess it was irrational, I don't yell anyway, unlike my fellow streamer colleagues. Don't you just love that? Whisper, whisper, scream. Yeah, so like I said, I am for options. You do you. I have nothing against. I have against censorship, and, you know, not giving other people options. But okay, I guess that's it. Let's not go into that. I guess they just want some controversy, and, you know, gaming is now the thing, so they all just latch on it. And yeah, I guess there are no points here. Maybe I'll go in text document now. See, yeah, one of the reasons I want to go away is try to get better a bit, and the reason I say that is because I sadly consume a lot more content than usual. Not WoW content, of course not. I turned to anime. Sadly, apart from Samurai Champloo, I couldn't find anything that I like. So I turned to some local YouTube comic content, and I don't mean any. Do I change the scenery? Let's change the scenery. Okay, let's not. Let me finish. I hate interrupting myself. So, yeah, in one of those streams, that's even longer than mine, something was mentioned, and I don't know how this may be perceived, but excuse me. Scuffed streams indeed. Whenever I wanna stream and I think everything's gonna be fine and quiet, universe has other plans. Let's roll. So, I guess it was some convention, and leti sokko. Okay, let's finish with the convention. I hate moving with the mouse. And I guess there was some. Doesn't matter. The point is, it was said, you know, there was some inside info, and it was said that some publisher said whenever he goes to those conventions, it makes him sad because he sees his player base, reader base, because there are no new people, there are no young people, and I wonder what's the situation with the BlizzCon, how it used to be and how it will be now. And I guess one of the ways you can see that is also checking the categories on Twitch. I mean, even Fortnite is considered old game by now, and has those friend challenges, and I guess that tweet also is. And I don't know, maybe it will work, I have no clue, but I don't know how much of those friend challenges on Fortnite work. And music is annoying. and how much that tweet will work, because we know they also advertise on Facebook, and I don't know, it kinda seems like, you know, pretty exploitative, if that's how you say it. And when you add that Overwatch stuff into equation, and that is corporation, they only care about money and returning the investment, and I guess especially now some short-term stuff, because Microsoft might take over. And I didn't know about that Overwatch, you know, just cut it kind of stuff. And that also reminds me, I think it was BlizzCon, the last one, and I think it was some Overwatch stuff. I didn't check then if it was turned into memes, but when I saw it, it was, you know, grotesque. That Swiss caster, and she had some weird smile, and I was thinking, you know, what's going on? And then they showed that Keller guy, and he had even worse one, and it was clear at that moment. I thought it was some kind of, you know, sarcastic stuff, but I guess it was some PR guys on the side, like with that Overwatch League, telling them, smile wider, you seem more successful if you smile, wonder, we are having fun. And it was like from some horror movie. I don't know if I'm gonna try and make a screenshot out of it, but that was insane. And kinda paints the picture. Now,
What are we without the sky?
and yeah, while at it, we are here. I don't know if this is the place where it all started. And okay, there's some thunder outside. If stream breaks or something, that's probably it. Or maybe Blizzard trying to shut me down. There's a bunch of other stuff I just remembered, but fuck it. So, when they say what had no content, it did have content. This was it. You were supposed to be in your Garrison, some prime mobile thing. They're trying out stuff, see what they can get away with. You were supposed to be here. I mean, I love some aspects of Garrison. It's some sort of housing, some passive resources, you know, stuff like that. Lack of uniqueness, I mean of choice for Horde, that it's some Desolus of Draenor, some frozen wasteland, essence of depression, no trees, no nothing. If they wanted to go with the why are orcs so mad and angry and aggressive, if they wanted to show you why, you know, to show you how they feel, they just want some green pastures and a hug. I mean, they succeeded completely, but other than that, you know, you had to set up the garrison, you know, followers, then gear, then traits, abilities, then sending them on missions, and that's just on one tool. Then if you want an alt, and I was crazy enough to do it on 5, what was I thinking? I guess I wasn't. So that was your content. And I guess Mists of Pandaria also had that reputation grind that you was supposed to do. And then, you know, you can go expansion by expansion and see. So what's my point there? The same thing with Overwatch now. They are, you know, weighing the investment, how much money they can make with what kind of content. And it broke in Shadowlands completely. And now they released Dragonflight. And I don't know how many expansions it's gonna need and how many people we're gonna go back. We'll see. But I think this is the core. This is the core of deadbeats and payer players. People that will pay and people that will not pay but will play. And WoW is too gear based, and that's how things function. And when you go into cities, those are people with store mounts. Those are heavily invested people, people that use WoW as their life frame, which is nice, you know, but they kinda, for me, they overdid it. For some people, they like some of the aspects of that. Now, what and how really the situation is, that's for them to realize and, you know, read that data right. And on one hand, hardcore, I really do understand it and really don't. In one way, it's, you know, the perfect casual gameplay. Hardcore, sure, but also casual. No party needed. You are happy to get any kind of gear. You're just leveling, trying to, you know, find a place where you're gonna grind something. No end game to worry about. I mean, I know there is some end game there, but for most of the people, no. For some people, I don't know, I'm not sure about the numbers. Please, York. Okay, let's check the text document. Yeah, here it is. See if there's something else I could say. And I guess this is how the I guess. Damn. And yeah, let's get into some other stuff. I didn't really find anything in the text document, but it just reminded me of stuff. I don't know how. There's a good chance I really have millions of views. A bunch of stuff I just remembered. I mean, I guess some of you really do not care about the amazing scenery I show, amazing AFKing I do, some amazing locations on map and fascinating steps, couple of them even I make. So I guess that makes sense. So I guess that's one of the possible reasons. And what else? Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna go into all the possible. There's some dots that are too far away, but I'm gonna connect them anyway. Not gonna mention what, but if that is the case, then you know I'm gonna tip my fedora and raise my glass. But like that's too improbable or improbable to mention. On other hand, there was probably something else. I forgot what. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk about stuff I do remember. So I don't know about that one, but there is something, and I felt bad about it, but I guess more people did a lot worse, and I guess it's saved in a way. It was long ago, and you can check when that happened by, in a way. So I was then on a NA account, and that's why I think this is probable. Why not go into that? So I was in Ogrimmar at a certain spot, and some Tauren said something to me, and I used the old trick with the /E to respond to him, and he just froze. And that could be nothing, but I had a weird feeling about it. So I just, you know, waved and continued. I don't like really to socialize and stuff to do, stuff to grind. And I can't remember, it was the same day or a couple of days later I checked the XP off forum, and somebody wrote that out of nowhere emotes were disabled for free-to-plays. And I was wondering, could it be? I mean, if it was on EU, I would say, you know, fuck no, but I was on NA. And fortunately, sometime later, it got re-enabled, but I guess that way of talking by /E with the high level characters was disabled. Not gonna go any further there, but I don't know how it works now. Maybe it's changed, maybe it's not, but maybe it was me. Like that scene from, I think, Liar when Jim Carrey gets out of the elevator. It was me. Maybe something, but like I said, I like being transparent. You decide if you wanna connect those dots. I guess there was something else, I completely forgot about it. Doesn't matter. And like I said, I had no game plan. I just thought I might stream, and that clearly was a mistake. I didn't check the... Okay. I have no clue what I... Damn. Yeah, and I guess... Fuck. I did completely the opposite of what I should have.
This curse has not broken me yet.
Do you change the location? No. So yeah, and I have no clue why. I thought of a joke, and it's an old joke, and maybe you know about it. And I have no clue what triggered it, but let's say it. So, bunch of guys wanna, go on a road trip or something. They get in the car, they get on the highway, and the car breaks down. So there's, some hardware people there, and they say, let's get out of the car, break it down to the smallest pieces, see what's wrong, reassemble it, and continue the journey. And the software guys say, let's get out of the car and get back into the car. So I guess that's the difference between hardware people and software people. And there was something that triggered it, but I can't remember what, but that's the joke. There was stuff like that in WoW, and there's some stuff. Okay, let's move this. Okay, stream is okay. In a way. Let's just dump a bunch of stuff for a couple of minutes more and then end it, because half an hour is not enough. Warning, this will probably last for 10 minutes more. I'm just gonna go at it no matter what. Yeah, I saw something about, Lord of the Rings, not the game, but the real one, and the eagles, and there's a clip of Tolkien on YouTube about telling people that mention him that to shut up. But you can write law about anything, so you can just say, he could only summon them there, and I guess he was white Gandalf at that moment, so he can just say, I couldn't summon them as the grey one. I mean, it's law, you can make anything up. And the worst things about me and my notes is that I will spend more time trying to figure out what I wanted to say, because I didn't really okay. Yeah, I really like that Niffen was, usually they make some crazy races, but they are kinda nice. And I guess they took some turn, which is not something I expected, but I heard, a couple of those names, and they sounded, nice. And I guess, in a way, I'm also sniffing stuff out, trying to figure out what's going on there. So that's also nice. And about professions, they had to move that complication and RNG somewhere, so I guess if they had to do it somewhere, professions are a nice place to go. I don't know, some people love it, but I don't know about other people. I have no clue what's going on there. One stream from a fellow colleague that I caught had one viewer say that he'd rather swipe, so that's also something. And this is good for me, bad for you, but good for me, maybe bad for me anyway, getting this stuff out. I usually delete stuff while I talk, but not this time, because there's no way I'm gonna make a title out of all of this. And I forgot in one of the thumbnails that lower, that Stanley, I kinda cut into that foot a bit, but I forgot to count in that the lower part is getting extra cut. Looks kinda weird, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Yeah, and talking openly about stuff is good, because what is the other thing? That's some fiddler molestor tactic. You know, we're gonna do whatever we want, but you need to not talk about it, you know, shut the fuck up about it. You're gonna get into trouble too. So whoever uses that kind of tactic is not really, you know, positivity sure, but truth first. Okay. Yeah, this is painful, I know. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna do something even nastier. Okay, I'll just save that for the last. Not subject you to that. There was this mall here, and the town is weirdly shaped. The town center, downtown, in a way, is on the edge of the town. So even further, they made some mall at one point, and it was, you know, the place to go for the longest time. But then, in the geographical center, they tore down a bunch of some buildings. It was some, not really a slum. They were built nicely, but doesn't matter. They tore them down, made some big apartment buildings and a new mall. I guess there was some Israeli investors there, and it was, you know, nicer, more stuff there, and it took over. And in the old mall, on some, you know, floors, it was empty. You know, there were even some. I went to check it out with a friend, and it was, you know, some guy studying at some corner, and another corner, you know. I guess it was winter time, you know, people just coming there, you know, to hang out. It was like some park or something. And when some of the store owners said, you know, this is going, you know, to hell, you need to lower the prices or something, you know, get people to stay. And I guess some lady that was in charge there said, you said this now and never again. And that's, you know, corporation logic is not the same like, you know, regular logic. Pimp love is not like that or a square. A movie reference there. So they have their own logic, and it's not you know, I guess that's the point. I'm not gonna go and break my tongue and brain by trying to explain that one. And now for the end. So I will go into game now. And if you don't wanna, I mean, if you stay for this long, then I doubt it, but there was some battleground. And of course we were pugs. There was one pre-made, but that pre-made in Horde was comprised of two guys, I guess IRL friends or something. And they were being chatty and all. And I was being chatty too, but we had it good for a while, holding 3 bases in a Rati basin. But at one point they took over and it was going back and forth. I didn't check anything at that point, you know, trying to figure out what you can do to counter stuff. And I guess they were part, I don't know what was going on on their side, but at the end we barely won. I didn't expect it, so I stayed, because the meta is, if you wanna join the other battleground, you quickly leave. But when I know it's my last battleground, I stay, or if I'm really curious what happened, which was the case there, I think both cases there. So they had a healer, and I don't know if the healer, and we didn't of course, but the healer was okay healer, but it wasn't some too crazy. It was good healer, but not too crazy, like it could be killed within sometimes you have some puggers with no gear and they can even, you know, 3 of them can't kill a healer. And this was relatively killable, but still they had a healer, but not at the end, so he left. Whether that was the reason or not, I have no clue. So barely we managed to win, and I was reading comments, you know, trying to figure out what happened, and one of the comments was, "Hit me up," and I tried scrolling up to see what was going on, but I couldn't. And at the end, I guess those were those 2 friends, and that one said, "If we win, I'm gonna suck you dry." That kinda explained it, and I didn't really think that we were gonna win. Battlegrounds is why I played the game, not for the reason that guy had, but you know that not when it's too hard, but not when it's too easy either. I don't see the point when it's a landslide. You know, that tug of war is what draws me to it. You know, bunch of pugs trying to solve the situation. What are they gonna do? And on that note,
see you soon. Real soon.